inside the courtroom Wednesday as prosecutors
Fair use
described
picks
the
11.
horrific death of his 7-year-old daughter, Julissia.
She's a great daughter, the best daughter in the world. You know, super powerful, super smart.
Julissia's half-brother, 18-year-old Paul Fine Jr., is charged with murder and sex abuse. Prosecutors say he repeatedly beat Julissia over 2 days last August, punching her in the face and stomach so brutally her internal organs began to bleed. Prosecutors also say Fine Jr. sexually abused the child as she was dying. They also allege Julissia's mother, 36-year-old Navicia Jones, was in the apartment while Julissia was being abused. She is also charged with murder.
This is a revolting, disturbing case of brutality and callousness.
Darcel Clark.
Julissia Batties' death was horrific, and her 7 years on earth were a lifetime of pain, abuse, neglect, and cruelty.
You love her?
Crackhead woken up. Perp walk. Crackhead. Perp walk.
Court for her arraignment. Attorneys for Fine Jr. say there's no doubt this case is tragic, but maintain their client did not inflict the fatal injuries. Prosecutors say Fine Jr. confessed to ACS at one point that he did it because Julissia threw up and had stolen snacks. The Bronx DA says Jones and Fine made other false claims.
They said that the child fell against various items in the apartment or on the floor. All of those statements were inconsistent with the fatal and non-fatal injuries on Julissia's body. Julissa lied dying for 3 hours.
Julissia's paternal grandmother says she repeatedly tried to get custody of Julissia over the years. She says she told caseworkers that her granddaughter was being abused at the mother's apartment in the Mitchell houses.
But they never listened to what I told them. I got my granddaughter to finally say something to them. My granddaughter said that she did not want to ever go back there.
She's my everything still. I think about her every day. She always with me, so I use her as my strength to keep going through life.
Predicting Central Podcast, Hate Me and Love Me, there's no in between. So I did a video about this a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago. Julissia Batties, they finally got justice for her. The mother and the half-brother was finally arrested after certain situations. I guess they realized they can arrest them. I guess they wanted to dot all their I's and cross their T's. But let's talk about the young man that looked like he had a baby with a fucking crackhead. That bitch looked like a fucking crackhead. And he could cry and talk about she's in my heart and all that shit. But bro, you was fucking with a crackhead, B. I don't know if you trying to do this for clout or some shit, but you know the bitch was smoking crack, nigga. The half brother like he's on fucking crack too. And apparently, allegedly, he sexually abused her while she was still dying. I ain't buying it, bro. You fucked up, man. You nutted in a fucking crackhead. A crackhead that will put their child before a hit in a crack rap. Makes no fucking sense, man. That's the most saddest shit I've ever seen in my life. A crackhead being taken on a perp walk. And the fucking mentally unstable fucking half-brother that's supposedly 18 took it on a perp walk too. And they murdered this fucking 7-year-old. That was last year, August. And they finally decided to do something now about it. Because the grandmother claimed she was fighting for custody. And I know how hard it is to provide for a child. I know how hard it is to actually be there for the child because you're a man, you have to provide. Nobody hands us nothing. But you nutted in a fucking crackhead, bro. That was a fucking crackhead. They walked out the fucking station, the cops precinct and shit like that. You fucked up, man. You was going through this shit for the past 6-7 years. I understand that, man. I express empathy to you in this situation, but niggas got to be held accountable, bro. Niggas can't be fucking with these random scuzz buckets from the Bronx, especially. And also these random scuzz buckets in the fucking 5 boroughs. Niggas have to be held accountable. Niggas, certain niggas like that nigga, Mr. Batista, he would sleep with anything. Because he slept with that weird looking bitch. And I guarantee when these bitches do their hair and their face and niggas be bitch gotta have good smelling breath for me. Bitch gotta have her eyebrows on point. And I could see through all that fucking beat up face shit, that makeup shit. That MAC shit don't fool me. You got fooled, homie. That bitch was a fucking crackhead. It is what it is, B. You're not gonna leave your child in the house with fucking family members. And this is what I said. 60% of molestations and assaults by in the black community are done by fucking family members. It's the statistics that shows, and these are fucking facts. You can look it up in the black census reports or the black U.S. census reports or whatever the fuck you want to look it up. Look up the statistics. Google will show them to you, motherfuckers. Got a smartphone and you niggas is dumb. Niggas is stupid out this motherfucker. And he's the most stupidest nigga I ever seen in my life, crying over a fucking little girl that he even tried to get custody for and fucking letting the grandmother do all the motherfucking work. And you nutted in a crackhead, nigga. The grandmother looked like she was an ex-crackhead too. Product of my environment, nigga. P-O-M-E, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? Crying and shit. It is what it is, B. Prediction Decision Podcast, Hate Me or Love Me, there's no in between. Is a situation at hand here, and this nigga need to be held accountable for fucking this crackhead bitch and putting a baby in her. You knew that bitch was fucking crazy. You can see by the mother the bitch was fucking crazy. Because they put these fucking weaves on and shit and think it's fucking cool. Nah, bitch, you're crazy. You're insane. Something's wrong with you. But he didn't want to see that because he's in them vagina viscosities and shit. The oil's coming down and he's loving it. He nutted in this bitch. Weak niggas nutting bitches, B. Niggas pull-out games need to be much better. That's a fact. Because my pull-out game is amazing. That's a fact. You niggas is nutting in anything, B. Y'all niggas is crazy. Nutting in these weird-ass bitches. You can't fault these bitches for doing what they do because they bitches got vaginas. They know a cock's supposed to go into it. Some of y'all niggas need to practice semen retention. Because this bitch, this crackhead bitch, you wasn't even supposed to be near her, nigga. Supposed to be focused on you and your purpose. But it is what it is. Prediction Decision Podcast. Hate Me or Love Me. There's no in between. Like, comment, and fucking subscribe. Do what you need to do. It is what it is.